A very good day everyone. My name is Emelisa Won. My metric number is 264109. We are from group 1. My members consist of Miza Farzana, Noor Aina Nadira, and Siti Sarah. So today, we will make a speech analysis based on a video given, which is Why Our Screens Make Us Less Happy by Adam Alter. Everyone wants to know what are our screens or devices doing to us. So, Adam Alter, a psychologist, studies on how much time screens steal from us and how they are getting away with it.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. My name is Noor Aina Nadira Musin and I'm going to present question number 1, number 2 and also number 3. The first question is pertaining how the speaker gain the attention of the audience. There are 4 techniques which are startle the audience, telling a story, using a visual aid and also question the audience. He is actually combining these 2 techniques which is startle the audience by telling an interesting story. So the story that he told in the speech is about a manager would bring along their dog food product and eat it in front of the people in the meeting. So it attracts the attention of the people. The third one, he is using a visual aid. He also prepared a presentation slide actually. He included photographs, he included videos, pictures, statistics and also data. Lastly, he questioned the audience. So by questioning the audience, there will be a two-way communication. The second question is, does the speaker establish his credibility and what types of credibility? Yes, he do establish his credibility in his speech where he did mention that he is a professor of business and psychology in the university. The type of credibility that he used is derived credibility. What is derived credibility? So derived credibility, according to Lucas 2009, he said that credibility is produced by what the speaker says during the speech itself. Which means if the speech contains a lot of credible materials, facts, then the credibility will be increased. So in this speech given by Adam Alter, he provided a lot of statistics. He also provided his studies actually that he made for several years back then. And then he provided facts and also credible sources. I would say that his credibility increased from the beginning of the speech until the end of the speech. Next, the third question is, what are the main points of the speech and how are they supported? There are 3 main points in the speech. The first one, the speaker showed to the audience on how our screen affect our life and make us less happy. The second one is that he also focused on how much time that we spend a lot when we using our phone and also the reason why we use our phone a lot of time. The last main point is he also provided and also suggests us some suggestion and also solution. It will help us to reduce our usage of the phone. Fourth, as I mentioned before, he provided a lot of credible sources and materials such as data, studies and also statistics in order to strengthen and also support his statement and argument. So that's all from me. I will pass the presentation to Siti Sarah.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Sarah binti Muhammad Rashid and my metric number is 264126. So the fourth question is about what type of organization does the speaker use in his speech. So Adam Alter, who is the speaker, used the problem solution order in his speech. The problem solution order is used to convince someone to take further action in order to solve the problems issued. So Adam Alter stated the reason why we feel less happy when we're using our phone. The reason is we spend most of our time on this phone application that does not even make us feel happy. So the solution that he's recommended is never use phone on the table, which is during the dinner, and also we need to set our phone on the airplane mode during the weekend. The fifth question is, how does the speaker use the resources of the language? So the first one is the newspaper, where Adam Alter used journal in New York Times to talk about Steve Jobs limits the usage of the technology on his children. The second one is the statistic, where Adam Alter gave the data that he had collected on how much time that people use phone in the average of 24 hours work days in 3 different years. The third one is the knowledge, where Adam Alter used his own experience in trying the rule of never use phone on the table, where he had it hard at first but then he get used to it. The fourth one is the extended example, where Adam Alter used the Dutch design firm and Daimler, the German car company, to illustrate his point on the stopping queues of using phones application. Last but not least is the peer testimony, where Adam Alter tracked people who tried to stop using phone on the first hour of the day in the morning and also put their phone on the airplane mode during weekend. So the sixth question is about what types of connective that the speaker use and are they effectively used? Give example. So Adam Alter, who is the speaker, used internal preview, signpost and transition. So he used these 3 connective effectively because his speech seems organized and his central ideas expressed very well. So the first one is the internal preview. So the internal preview is a statement where it shows what he will discuss next. So Adam Alter says that and I want to start by just focusing on how much time they take from us, and we can talk about what that time looks like. The second one is the signpost. Signpost is a brief statement where the speaker is focusing attention on. So Adam Alter says that now what I'm going to do is to show you how much of that space taken across the times. So the third one is the transition. Transition is where a brief statement where the speaker has finished one thought and moving to another. So for example, in his speech, Adam Alter said that, but of course, that doesn't tell us much what we should do at home in our own life. So I want to make a suggestions.
Next, I will explain on the speaker voice during the speech. There are several elements of the speaker voice. The first one is volume. The volume of the speaker is great and in a control. He used a microphone as an aid because he gives a speech to a larger group of audience. The audience can hear him clearly without any distractions. The second element of the speaker voice is pitch. The pitch of the speaker is in normal and optimal tone. It produces the most ideal and vibrant tones with natural presentation. The third element of the speaker voice is rate. The rate or speed at which the speaker speaks is in a normal rate, which means he speaks neither too fast nor too slow throughout the whole speech. The audience are able to follow the track of his ideas. The fourth element is a pause. There are several times where a pause or momentary breaks in the vocal delivery of a speech occurred. The speaker pauses for a while before continuing his words, when the audience give response to his words by giving him an applause. The next element is vocal variety. There is not any changes in a speaker rate, pitch and volumes that give the vocal variety and expressiveness. However, the speech is still interesting because the speaker voice protests that he was very confident. Pronunciation is one of the elements. The speaker used a correct pronunciations of words during the whole speech. There is no any mispronunciations that can be determined in the speech. Moving on to the articulation, the speaker used a correct articulations of words during the whole speech. There is no any articulations errors that can be found in the speech. Last but not least is dialect. There is no obvious dialect or a variety of language differentiated by variation of accents, grammar, or vocabulary that used by the speaker. However, his accent is more understandable for the native speakers of English. Now, I will explain on the speaker body. The personal appearance of the speaker is he dressed appropriately and well groomed. He was wearing a light blue long sleeve shirt and dark long jeans with a belt. He was wearing leather shoes too. The second element of speaker body is movement. The speaker moved in a polite manner and spontaneous. He appeared calmly and confident. This shows that he was able to handle his nervousness. The next element is gesture. The speaker gestures frequently, especially when he wants to clarify or reinforce his ideas. This shows that he was experienced and confident. Last but not least is the eye contact. The speaker established a good eye contact towards his audience. He looked at them frequently and pleasantly while giving his speech. He also made sure that he established a good eye contact to the whole audience by turning around to every corner of the hall. Let's discuss on the reasoning of the speech. The speaker relies most on the reasoning from specific instances where he provides a number of particular facts to generate a general conclusions. The speaker supplemented the audience with the facts from testimonials and statistics. For example, he provides the data on how much time the screen takes from us and a lot of testimonial from the people that tried to follow his suggestion.
Hi, I'm Miza Farzana. I'm going to present the next question, which is what type of emotional appeal does the speaker use? Emotional appeal is used when the speaker uses emotion to connect with the audience and make the audience feel the same way as he did. Speaker Adam Alter used emotional language when giving the speech. For example, he mentioned, at first, it hurts. I had massive FOMO. I struggled. But what happened is, you get used to it. Speaker wanted to deliver that if the audience have a time limit from using the screen, it will eventually get better, and he knew it was not easy at first, and he explained that he struggled too. Next, speaker also generating emotional appeal by developing vivid examples to the audience. In his speech, he mentioned screens are miraculous, but the way we use them is a lot like driving down a really fast, long road and you're in a car where the accelerator is mashed to the floor. It's kind of hard to reach the brake pedal. He relates the example with our daily life on how we drive the car and emotionally connect the audience by stating that we actually use our social media way too much. It is not easy for us to stop once we addict to it. Next question, which is what method are used to prepare the audience for ending the speech? Speaker used the soft ending for his speech. He used this method by giving a conclusion that generates emotional appeal by fading step by step, leads to a dramatic final statement. We can see in his speech, he tried to build the peak of the audience interest with a sentence before he gave the conclusion. The sentence goes with, you got a choice. You can either glide by, past the beautiful ocean and take snaps out of the window, or you can go out of your way to move the car to the side of the road, take off your shoes and socks, and take a couple of steps onto the sand and feel what the sand feels like under your feet. By this sentence, he attracts the audience attention as he said that the audience got a choice, whether the audience wants to continue to use the screens for too long or the audience can choose the smarter way by limiting the time to use the screen. The conclusion will leave a positive impression on the audience on how the screen can actually impact our life. After that, he ends the speech with, your life will be richer and more meaningful because you breathe in the experience and because you have left your phone in the car. A very short sentence but leave a very strong, impactful meaning within it, which he wants to see that if you limit your time using the screen, your life will be richer and interesting. He also said thank you, which indicates that he wants to end his speech. Last question is, how does the speaker reinforce the central idea? Speaker Adam Alter reinforced the central idea by summarizing his speech and make a dramatic statement in the conclusion. The ending goes with, your life will be richer and more meaningful because you breathe in the experience and because you have left your phone in the car. The central idea is he wants us to know the screen make us less happy and by limiting our time and having stopping cues while using the phone or other screen, our life will be rich with interesting content instead of just live your life with screens. Other than that, he also remarks the ability of the screen that impact our life. We use the screen way too much and it just keep going on and on. He also give example on how he adopted one rule, which is he puts his phone every time dinner started. Adam Alter struggled at first, but when the time goes by, he get used to it.